This video goes over question 14 of the basic derivatives assignment. For f of x equals 3x to the fourth minus 12x cubed plus 8, find the following. F prime of x, the slope of the graph at x equals 1, the equation of the tangent line at x equals 1, and the values of x where the tangent line is horizontal. So the derivative of a function tells us the slope of the function at any x value. So if we set the derivative equal to 0, then we can find the values and solve for x, and we can find the values of x where the tangent line is horizontal. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go to the calculator and graph the function. So I'm going to start a new problem, doc, 4 for insert, 1 for a new problem, 2 for a graph, 3x to the power of 4, do a right arrow to get out of the exponent, minus 12x to the third power, right arrow to get out of the exponent, plus 8. I'm going to hit enter, and I've got the function graphed, and it's to the fourth power, so I should have a U-shaped overall. And now I'm going to go back and find my first derivative. So for part A, f prime of x, we're going to use the power rule, the constant multiple rule, and the addition and subtraction rule. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to reduce this exponent by 1 to the third power, then minus 36x squared. So that's my derivative, and that gives me the slope of the function at any x value. So we'll go put that in. 12x to the power of 3, break out of the exponent, then minus 36x squared, check answer, excellent. So now this is actually pretty easy. The slope of the graph of f at x equals 1. We just put 1s in for x cubed and x squared, and we're going to get 12 minus 36, which is going to be negative 24. We'll check that answer, fantastic. Now, you may find a version where it's not that easy. You can go back to the graph, put in a new function. Now we're going to put in the derivative, minus 36x squared. So that'll be in red. That's a cubic. And then we could go add a calculator page, F2 at 1, and it gives us the negative 24. Now we're going to go on to part C, the equation of the tangent line at x equals 1. And we know they want us to put it in slope-intercept form because they say just y equals. Most people would leave it in slope-intercept form, which is that, but they want us to distribute it out. Okay, so we know a slope, negative 24. We know an x value, but we don't know a y value. We get the y value from the original function. So that's f of f1 of x is 3 times 1 to the fourth minus 12 times 1 cubed plus 8. So that's 3 minus 12 plus 8. So that's going to be negative 1. And that's going to be 1, negative 1, x1, y1, and the slope is negative 24. So substituting into the point slope form, y plus 1 equals negative 24 times x minus 1. So that'll give me y plus 1 equals negative 24 x plus 24, or y equals negative 24x plus 23. And if the numbers weren't that easy, we could go back to our calculator and we could say f1 at 1 gives us -1, and we'd have that point. We've got the slope. So I'm going to go put in y equals -24x plus 23, -24x plus 23. Fantastic. And it says the tangent line is horizontal at x equals. So we want where the slope will be 0. So this f prime of x function will give us the slope. So we need to take that and set it equal to 0. So I can factor out 12x squared from both of these terms. So that will leave me with x minus 3 equals 0, and this is squared. So x equals 0 or x equals 3 are our two solutions, 0, 3. Excellent. And if we didn't have that nice of numbers, we could do this. Menu, algebra, solve, put in the first derivative, 12x cubed minus 36x squared equals 0, solve for x, and we get x equals 0 or x equals 3. And that concludes this video.